Hello everyone, in this tutorial we will learn how to deal with files in Python. Okay, first, as we see here, we have a file. We can write into the file, we can read the file contents, or can append the new line at the end of the file. So create a function to scrap the data from this site. It's called gold price in Egypt. We will take this content and put it in a text file so we can read it in the morning or anything. Okay, actually we will not dive into scrapping. We will make another separate video for scrapping. So in scrapping things, we will skip it and just focus on dealing with file. We will just take under 5 minutes in this. So just focus with me. First, we open the Visual Studio Code and create a folder. We will create another file. We can start with write. When you start write.py, we can write into file or read file or append in file. But as you see here, we don't have any file, so we can call the write function. Write function will create us a file. So let's see how we can do this. Okay, first we can create a variable and say open. Open take two parameters. The first one, what the file we need to open. Okay, I will call it first.txt, and the second parameter is the mode. If you need to write or read or append, we will use here the write mode. And we can say file.write and write whatever we need. Okay, and finally we need to close the file. Okay, so if we run this, we will get the file with some. Okay, second way to do this is with open. Okay, open what? We need to open the file. Okay, we will call it second.txt, and the method we will do it with write also. We need to assign it to a parameter. We can call it later. I will use as file. We can say here file.write, blah, 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 and we don't have to close the file. Okay, if we change this, bear with me here, and run this, okay, look here, in the first, we change the old content because we write, okay, we write. When we write, we delete everything before and write the things we need to here. Okay, we also created the second, we have the content, we do it here. Okay, we can go with read.py. You can use any method you like. I personally want to use this, so I can take it and we can replace the mode from write to read, and we can say file.read, and let's see. Okay, we need to print this, so we can say print file.read, and we have the content here. Lastly, we can append to the end of the file. Append, take this line here, and we can replace this. We can say file.write. This will go to the end of the file. We can press run and look at the second.txt, and we have this will go to the end of this line. We can also do /n, \n. We can say here new line and run this. We will see here new line. This will go. Now we can read, write, append to files. Okay, let's see a practical task. We can extract gold price EG in Egypt. Okay, as I said before, we will scrap some data. So in scrapping, we can say from PS4. Okay, it's not PlayStation. A beautiful soup, and we can create a function scrap gold price. Here we need to define a URL and requests. So we need to import requests to get actually the response from the site we sent request to. So we need to define what is the URL. We can get it from here. We can say that, and we need to get the response of it. So we can say request.get URL. And finally, we need to call the soup, beautiful soup here will take the response of the HTML and parse it. Okay. So we can say here response.txt txt text of the response. And okay, let's see. Let's comment this and let's print the response to see what actually is the response. And let's call the function. Okay, the response is 200. That's meaning the site is working fine. So we can get here and say response.txt and say what it is. This is the content of the website. Not uncomment this, and you now know what is the text now. Now we have to select this table to get the information from. I'll skip this part. If you need to learn more about scraping, we will make a separate video, as I said before. So here I have get all the data and create a variable called data. It hold a list of the lines. Okay, what is the list of lines? Let's go back to read line. We can say here for lines equal to file.readlines. Okay, and say we for line in lines print line. As you see here, we have the first line, the second line. We do the same of this. We create like this, like file.readlines, but we use the casual list. Okay, so now we have the data here. We need to put it in a file. So we can say with, okay, we can just say we need to take this and change it to gold price. And finally we can say for line in data file dot write that. Okay, and we need to add new line after each data and run this. Okay, we have a problem here. What is it? So because we do this and we can swap this with this line, a new line, do this. Okay, we have here a problem. Okay, we need to use html.parser. Yeah, I think everything is fine now. Yeah, like I said, we have here created the file, put the information on it, and now we can dealing with file in Python. And thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.